Chag Sameach. I hope everyone's Passover has been going well. Let's ease into the Shabbat with a nigun. We have Jennifer Grayson, who's a congregant and who helps us leading us this evening. So let's join in with a nigun. Shalom Aleichem, page 11, as we welcome in the Shabbat angels.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Moachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchuni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
I know there are some people who are here who are observing a yard site. It might be 1 year, it might be 5 years, it might be 10 years, it might be longer. So if you're observing a yard site this week, I invite you to come up and help me light the Shabbat candles. And if you're not, I invite you to turn around, find someone around you that you don't know, introduce yourself, and wish them a Shabbat Shalom. Before we light the candles, I invite everyone who is up here just to, one at a time, say the name and the relationship of the person you're saying Kaddish for.
Samuel Walensky, my father.
Mijofel, my mother.
Edwin Joseph, my dad.
Leon Aarons, my father.
Ashner, my uncle.
My father, Jerry Jacob Levander.
My father, Robert Blackman.
My mother, Miriam Rockland, and we're in the first year of my daughter, Michelle.
My mother, Peggy.
Let's take the light in and together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. May the Shabbat light bring light into your lives as you remember the people who hopefully brought you light. We continue with Yedid Nefesh on page 8. Usually, after we sing Yedid Nefesh and Shalom Aleichem, we sing a bunch of psalms to take us through the week. But this is the Shabbat of Pesach, and of Shabbat on Pesach, it is traditional to sing and read Song of Songs, Shir HaShirim. And so tonight, instead of doing the psalms that we usually do, we're going to do some songs from Shir HaShirim, from Song of Songs. And it's all love poetry. So if you don't feel like you're in the mood for love, this is the time to dig in. And just think of one person that you love in your life and maybe dedicate all of these songs to them. And then we'll be able to extend that out to the larger family we're a part of, the city we're a part of, the country we're a part of, which might be a little difficult to love right now. So we're going to exercise that. We're going to begin on page 15 with Dodie Lee. Page 18, Kumilach, arise, my love, my beautiful one, and come away. Right into page 29, Lecha Dodi, welcoming the Shabbat bride.
dodi likra kala yalalai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela lecha dodi likra kala yalalai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad ishmianu el hameyuchad Adonai echad ushmo echad l'shem u'tiferet v'nidhila lecha dodi likra kala yalanai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela lecha dodi likra kala yalanai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela likrat Shabbat lechuvenecha ki hi mikor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha sof maaseh b'mashevat chila lecha dodi likra kana yalanai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela lecha dodi likra kana yalanai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela hitoriri
Age 30.
kiva ore fumi ori uri uri shira beri kivod Adonai alayich nigila
We welcome the bride.
Dodi likra kala yalalai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela lecha dodi likra kala yalalai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'v'tzola tochem unei am segula boi chala lecha dodi likra kala yalalai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela lecha dodi likra kala yalalai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela.
We remain standing, page 36 for Baruch Hu.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake?
page 36, the blessing over creation. Join me in the Hebrew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv arabim b'chokhmah poteach she'arim ובתבונה משנה עיתים, ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר את הכוכבים במשמרותיהם ברקיע כרצונו, בורא יום ולילה, גולל אור מפני חושך, וחושך מפני אור, ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב ערבים. Page 38.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai
Together.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננת לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
So I thought that we all sat around our Seder tables on Saturday night, and I thought we celebrated going from slavery to freedom. And then, because I was trying to get off of the news and social media and everything, I hadn't heard what happened to Governor Shapiro's home that night at 2 a.m. when the police were banging on his door with his Haggadot still on his table at his mansion. And I realized we haven't all left slavery, that there's still too much hatred in this world. And we are in the midst of it. And so when we sing Mi Chamocha, when we sing it to a Pesach tune on page 39, we're going to try to really focus on bringing a bit of light and a bit of joy and a bit of gratitude and a bit of gratefulness and a bit of love into this world, because we're learning that there's a lot of the other and we need to combat it with the opposite. Mi Chamocha. Ba'uvanecha bokeh yam lifnei Moshe ze'eli anu ve'amru Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed Baruch ata Adonai Ga'al Yisrael V'shamru. The people keep Shabbat. Shabbat keeps us. The holidays keep us even tighter. Page 41.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam.
Together.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam. U'v'yom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam.
Do you remember about 6 months ago when we were sitting in our sukkahs? And do you remember that we changed the words in the Amidah? Look on page 45 so you know what I'm talking about. On page 45 in the middle of the page, from the end of Sukkot until Pesach, which was this week, we asked for God to Mashiv Haruach Umorid Hagashem, to bring on the wind and bring down the rain. Unfortunately, we asked for too much wind because in January, the fires came, and so everyone started whispering that line. But now that Pesach is over, we change our prayer in the Amidah to Morid Hatal, which means to bring down or bring upon us the tal, which is the dew in the morning, tal. And so we're noticing our seasons change, and we're noticing the land change, and we're hoping for tal instead of geshem and ruach. And so in a moment, we're going to rise for the Amidah, for our own whispered prayers, and make sure to add the right line in now that Pesach is over. Please rise, 44.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory.
Pesach in honor of Elijah, not yet here. We sing Eliyahu Hanavi, page 302. 302.
Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimhera v'yamenu, Yavor leinu, Mashiach ben David, Mashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi.
And we transition to Mishaberach, a prayer for healing. I'm especially thinking of Esme Lucia Gomez Oskowitz and Sarah. And if there are others in your life that you are thinking of and sending a prayer of healing for, if you want to say their names as I look around. We hold all of them in our hearts together on page 239. Page 239, Mishaberach.
Mishaberach avotenu mikor hamrecha limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishaberach imotenu mikor hamrecha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
I don't know how I'm supposed to remember which one to. Oh, that's because mine doesn't work. That's now. All right. So I heard from others tonight that some of the things I taught last week you took to your Seder. So that was really fun for me to hear. Tonight I wanted to share a beautiful teaching by Rabbi Tali Adler from Hadar. And I want to just start by reminding us what the Amidah is, the silent prayer that we just did. And it's a prayer in which we do it all together, but we're doing it privately, right? Everyone's using the same prayer book, but an Amidah is not complete until you close it and you offer your own prayers from your heart. And those prayers might be challenges or hopes or words of gratitude or confusion or even anger. And this week's Parsha, Tzav, which is in the book of Leviticus, right toward the beginning, is all about sacrifices. And you might think that is very far from all of our lives. We don't do that anymore. Okay, I have to tell a side story that I didn't plan to tell, but it's such a good side story. So I was the student rabbi in Boise, Idaho, right? So it was the only synagogue there. And I would go there twice a month. This was when I was a rabbinical student. And there were all these Christian groups that would come to see like what we Jews did. And afterwards, I knew this group was coming. And afterwards, they stayed behind and they asked me a bunch of questions. And they pointed to the ark and they said, "Is that where you do your sacrifices?" And I was like, oh. And then I understood why they said that, right? Because from the Torah's point of view, Jews did sacrifices, but they didn't get the memo that in the year 70, when the temple was destroyed, we stopped doing sacrifices and we substituted sacrifices for prayer, okay? That's why traditional Jews pray 3 times a day, because it used to be that we brought sacrifices to the temple 3 times a day. And those sacrifices would be things like animals or oil or grain. And people would offer these sacrifices at the entrance of the Mishkan, the traveling tabernacle that we schlepped with us through the desert for 40 years. And what we would do is when we would get to the entrance of the Mishkan, we would say why we were there. We would give our sacrifice to the Kohen, the priest, and then the priest would take it in the Mishkan and offer the sacrifice. And then when we finally did get to Jerusalem, we built a temple, and we would do that in the temple, right? Okay, so Rabbi Tali Adler of Hadar reminds us that within the curtain walls of the Mishkan, of the tabernacle, people of all different tribes and ages and degrees of wealth would mingle. And they would mingle for reasons that were widely different. So on any occasion, for example, there might be, coming to the entrance of the Mishkan, a Nazir. A Nazir is a Nazirite, I guess you say in English, who is completing his or her time of abstinence, and they would come and offer a sacrifice. And that person might be standing side by side with a person filled with regret, offering a sacrifice of guilt offering, an asham. Or there might be a new mother coming to offer her bird or her goat, right, as a part of a purification ritual. And that woman might be standing side by side with another person who's recovering from illness and offering a todah sacrifice. And at a distance, we might see perhaps a metzora, a person with scaly skin that was then made healing again, and he was now coming out of his isolation, and he's ready to offer his sacrifice, and he might be standing next to a farmer who is offering a sacrifice of gratitude because he or she had a great harvest, right? So all these different people coming for all different reasons, intermingled, each one would represent different prayers and dreams and experiences and regrets, and they would all paint a picture of the Jewish people. And she goes on to teach that it's improbable that a single space could gather such an expanse of human emotion and experience. And there's something about the gathering itself that feels sort of miraculous. And actually, the rabbis in the Midrash on the book of Leviticus pick up on this. And they teach, you know how traditionally 600,000 Israelites left Egypt and started wandering. It's really 600,000 men left Egypt, so I would like double or triple that. But okay, we'll just go with the 600,000 number for a moment. And a Midrash on Leviticus teaches that that one place of the entrance held all 600,000 people. And it asks, how is that possible, that all 600,000 people could be held in a single space? And they say, because it is one of the many miracles that God provided, that the space expanded to hold more than the capacity of what it should have contained. But Rabbi Tali Adler has a different take on that midrash, and I thought it was beautiful. She says that what was miraculous was not in its ability to hold many humans, but its ability to contain so much humanity. How beautiful, right? A place with such diversity, contradictory emotions, all at once holding all of humanity. And that's sort of what we do here, right? We all come here with so many different experiences and feelings and struggles and joys, and yet we can all hold each other all together. But the Midrash actually doesn't stop there. Once the people reached Jerusalem, as I mentioned, the temple was built, and then that magical ability of the Mishkan to hold 600,000 people at its entrance transferred over to the temple itself. And there's a midrash that says Rabbi Shmuel bar Onya, in the name of Rabbi Aha, said that each person had 4 amot, 4 cubits around themselves. 1 cubit here, 1 cubit here, 1 cubit here, and 1 cubit here. Every single person had 4 amot around them so that no one could hear the voice of his fellow prayer. Yes, really, Eli. Essentially, everyone was really, really crowded, but no one could hear each other's prayers. The teaching is that there's a value of ingathering of humanity along with the respect for individuality. And so while a pilgrim could rub shoulders with dozens of others, her particular circumstances are unique and contained within a realm of her own privacy. In other words, each person stands at the temple holding very different emotional and religiously charged circumstances. But the 4 amot surrounding each worshiper ensures that each pilgrim experience is given the weight it deserves. And also, even though every person here came tonight and came on Zoom for many different reasons, what underlines all of our prayers, teaches Rabbi Adler, are 4 finite phrases. Please God, thank you, see me, hold me. Think about your own prayer tonight, or prayers. Maybe they fell into one of those categories. Please God, thank you, see me, hold me. And what's beautiful is that after these animals or oil or grains or whatever it was were taken in by the Kohanim, they were brought to the altar and they were burned all together. And the ashes would intermingle. And then I couldn't tell the difference, and you couldn't tell the difference between my offering and your offering. Rashi, the 11th century commentator, teaches that each portion of the ash was then gathered together, and some of it was left on the altar as an offering itself. So not only were the offerings an offering, but then the ash became an offering. And he asks, why? Why would that be? Isn't it enough that the offerings were an offering? Rabbi Tali Adler says, because on the altar, the ashes of the korbanot, of the sacrifices, mingle and are no longer discrete. Prayers become piled upon prayers. Experiences of gratitude and guilt intermingle. Birth and recovery jumble together. And the sacred is made anew through their contact with one another. In the ash, our sacrifices and their prayers touch each other at every moment, from every point and every angle. They become, instead of particular sacrifices that belong to you or me, they're not attached to an individual anymore. They represent the Jewish people as a whole. And our prayers and our lives and our longing are precious in their uniqueness. They require and deserve the four amot around them. But in the aftermath, in the ashes, we discover the other side of the truth, which is that like pilgrims in the Mishkan, our prayers rub shoulders. And so my longings, my prayers, my dreams are not so different from yours. And perhaps in some ways they're even tied together. And maybe in order to reach holiness, in order to touch God, we need to begin to see the places where our prayers do in fact touch. We rise for Aleinu, page 282.
Aleinu l'shabeach, l'adon hakol, l'teit gedula, liotzer bereishit, shelo asanu kegohe haratzot, velo samanu, kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chilkinu kahem, vigor aleinu kecho hamonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim, umodim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
You can be seated. We're on page 292 from Mourner's Kaddish. And this week, we've laid to rest Dolores Sosnow, Jeff's mother. And this month, we've laid to rest Joan Liebman, Marvin Alpern, and Aaron Solomon. And this week, we remember the yahrzeits of Matilda Abrams, Leon Ahrens, Max Bay, Ina Barth, Max Cohen, Frida Duack, Gary Efer, Alan Fisher, Lee Horowitz, Edwin Joseph, Peggy Kahana, Mary Klein Handler, Eleanor Latner, Jerry Levander, Ann Lipsman, Jason Marcus, Miriam Rocklin, Tilly Sillis, Sophie Tinberg, Manya Vender, Trish Vardenberg, Sam Walensky, and Huma Zinovsky Pastilnik. Zichronam Livracha, may all of their names and memories be for a blessing. If I mention someone that you're here to say Kaddish for, if you would please rise first. And if I didn't mention a name and you're here to say Kaddish for someone, if you would rise too and let us know who you're saying Kaddish for. Thank you. Thank you. If it's your custom to rise, you're welcome to rise. If it's not, you can remain seated, and mourners will lead us in Kaddish on 292. Yitzgadal vi. Amen.
Bioma divrach hirte v'yamlich machute b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chaye b'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru
Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mivarach Le'olam Almei Almaya.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei kudashah
Brechu.
Le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran v'yama v'imru
Amen.
Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Oseh Shalom Bimromav. Hu Ya'aseh Shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. V'al kol Yoshvei Tevel. V'imru. Amen. Let's all rise for Oseh Shalom.
Oseh shalom b'romav. Oseh shalom b'romav. Hu yaseh shalom. Hu yaseh shalom. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. Oh, say shalom. Shalom, shalom, Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down.
thank our whole band who's with us tonight. Great to have 3 guitarists, and Jennifer who's leading us, and all of us who are here today, and everyone on Zoom. Thank you for being here. If you are here for the first time or maybe the second time and I don't know you, please walk up to me afterwards and introduce yourself so we can welcome you. And also walk up to someone else here and say, hey, I'm new. I want to meet you. And if you're not new, be nice to new people, okay? Let's join together, page 294 for Kiddush. Are you going to lead? Go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim ki vanu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta mikol amim v'shabbat kodeshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat lechaim.
All I can offer you tonight is matzah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz v'te'avo.
In case you haven't heard enough Dayenu.
One more time. Ilu hotzianu mi Mitzrayim, hotzianu mi Mitzrayim, Dayenu, 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 Ilu natan lanu et ha-Shabbat, natan lanu et ha-Shabbat, Dayenu.